Hey guys, so workout number 3 today. Today's workout is a 20-minute AMRAP. So as many rounds as possible in 20 minutes. And it's the same setup for all 3 beginner, intermediate, and advanced workouts. The reps are going to be climbing in 2s. So there's 4 different movements, and we're going to be doing 2 of each in the first round. And then in the second round, we're going to be going to do 4 of each, and then 6 of each, and so on and so forth, doing as many rounds as we can in that 20-minute time period. So exact same for all 3 different versions of the workout. The movements, however, will change, and we'll run through that now. Beginner movements for today's workout are scaled alternating Cossack squats. So a Cossack squat is just squatting down to one side with the opposite leg staying nice and straight. So it's kind of like a lateral squat. And our scaled version today is going to be using a chair to help us and just getting as low as we can today. Just to show you guys quickly, a full Cossack squat to one side starts with a nice wide stance, coming all the way down and then back up, okay? Whereas today what we're going to do is we're going to use a chair or a pole or something sturdy to use to get down and help us get back up and just get as low as we can. So setting up nice and wide with our feet. And then for you, you may be getting down nice and low or not super low, but getting down as low as you can, coming down and up. And you have to straighten your legs at the top and swap to the other side, down and up. Okay, obviously if you can get lower, we're going for full range, so getting as low as we can, but only as low as you can go today. That's our first movement. Our second movement is scaled squats. So for our squats, very similar. We can use something in front of us to help us get all the way down into the bottom of the movement, all the way down, and then come back up. And we can use this as something sturdy. A pole in front of you is also a really good option. Or if you're unable to and you just want to be able to do it free, getting down as low as you can go. Okay. Ideally, we're getting the full range down and then having something help us on the way back up. Okay, so that's our second movement. Our third movement for the beginners is knee push-ups. And this is just to your level. So knee push-ups down, setting up on the floor. If we can, chest comes to the ground and push. Alternatively, we can do a half repetition or somewhere in the middle of that movement. Or alternatively, we can set up our hands a little bit higher and coming down and pushing out. Ideally, again, we do full range of movement, so you could set your hands up a little bit higher than the ground to make it a little bit easier for you. And our fourth movement, guys, is a cannonball rock. And this is a core movement, and it's a scaled version of our hollow rocks. So our hollow rocks will look like this, and we're eventually going to be working up towards this, rocking back and forth. However, to get used to this and to build some strength, we're just looking to try and hold our knees lightly, okay? The more firmly we hold our knees, the less our core has to do. And from this position, we're going to be rocking back and forth, trying to stay nice and sturdy in this position and not letting your knees come forwards and use that as momentum. You're trying to lock yourself in and roll back and forth along your lower back. And that's your cannonball rocks. At the end of each round, whether it's the round of 2, 4, 6, 8, whatever it is, you have to take a 30-second rest. So check out the clock, rest for 30 seconds before you go into the next round. The idea of this is you finish those 4 movements as fast as you can, and then you get that rest at the end. That's the beginner workout. Enjoy. Okay guys, so the intermediate version of the workout today, the movements are alternating Cossack squats. We're trying to go for full range of movement, so all the way down, but if we can't today, then we're just going to go as low as we can with good technique. So, alternating Cossack squats, we set up with a really wide stance. Both feet are facing somewhat forwards, they can be out a little bit, and we're trying to get into a full squat on one side, okay? And then standing up, leaving this leg nice and straight, okay? Now we can come down to the other side, full squat, and come back up. So getting as low as you can. 1 rep is down to one side. So an alternating Cossack squat, 2 reps will be 1 on each side. Cool. Second movement is our squat, our normal body weight squat. Again, we're aiming for full range of movement, all the way down and then back up. Okay? Third movement is a push-up into an overhead clap. The standard for this for guys is on your toes, and for ladies is on your knees. But if you want to challenge yourself or you need to scale it a little bit more, play around with that a little bit. But a push-up with an overhead clap is on your knees, a push-up. At the bottom, we clap our hands together above our head, back into a push-up, and then push up. On our toes, exact same thing. That is our push-up with overhead clap. And then our fourth movement is hollow rocks, but a scaled version of this. Again, the version we're working up towards is setting our body up like a dish and rocking back and forth like so. However, today, the scaled version is like this. So the idea is our knees are at a 90 degree and we're crunching up as far as we can, holding this position like this. Don't let your knees come forwards like that. You're holding this position as you rock. At the end of every single round that we do, guys, whether it's the round of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, we have to have a 30-second rest. So check the clock. You have to rest for 30 seconds. That's the intermediate workout. Enjoy. Awesome, guys. So our advanced workout for today, really similar to the intermediate one, a little bit harder with the movements that we're doing. Alternating Cossack squats is the first movement. So setting our feet up nice and wide. We want to do a full squat down to one side. Has to be a full squat in advanced. And standing straight legs at the top, and then the same to the other side. And then straight legs at the top. Make sure the heels don't come off the ground and that the chest stays somewhat upright. Second movement is bodyweight squats. So full squat down and up. Okay. Third movement is a push-up with an overhead clap. So it has to be on our toes for advanced. And the idea here is we go to the floor. So to the floor, clap our hands above our head, back down to the floor and to the top of the push-up. And then our final movement is hollow rocks. This is our core movement, staying in the same position the whole way through, not letting your lower back lift off the ground. If that's the case, you'll start thudding more. So you want to stay nice and dish-shaped through the whole movement. That's a tough one. Again, guys, at the end of every single round that we do, we have to have a 30-second rest, whether it's the round of 2, 4, 6, 8, so on and so forth. That's the advanced workout, guys. Enjoy this one. Hopefully you enjoyed today's workout. Please post your scores below in the comments section. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing, and then also which difficulty level that you're doing the workouts at. And lastly, if you're not already a part of our online Facebook community, then there'll be a link below. Check that out and ask to join. We're obviously trying to get as many people involved, so we'd love to have you on board if you're wanting to focus on your health and fitness. Thanks, guys. See you in the next video.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
How good, mate.